Welcome back to the Riftbreaker, guys, and today we will prepare for megastructure. So basically last time we finished the game, but it was not the end. Our Rift Lab is ready, our Rift Lab was launched, and we decided to stay on the Galatea, and now we have the new goal: construct the Quantum Cortex Laboratory. The problem with this building that it consumes insane amount of resources, 1000 super plasma per second. I am thinking how we can provide that amount of resources. So this is a super plasma, not the basic one. So we need the refineries. We can supply it with either plasma or resin. So I think we need to find source of resin. Moreover, since we will have to build a lot of stuff, we will have to get all those resources on the right for automatic production. So I will go to all the planets, all the outposts we had before, and try to set up the automatic farming areas. For that, man, I won't be able to do it everywhere. We gotta think about that. So basically what I want to do there is to make farming areas. Where are they? Cultivators and harvesting stations to get the local fauna in order to get the resources. That should, I hope it will, that should give us the passive gains. So meanwhile, while we're here, let's upgrade the laboratory. And I forgot that I wanted to make more of those, so let's create them on the right, because
I'm tracking a meteor shower on
I just destroyed them all, so yeah, we will need water, and we can make more of water here. So there we go, we have the water production here, which we can use for extra laboratories. And I'm again pretty happy that we managed to create such a big basis here that we actually can utilize this area for our own projects or something, because otherwise we would have issues. All right, let's try to make the biggest labs ever.
Not enough carbonium.
Wow, that's expensive. Meanwhile, I would like to go to the research, and now we have the new technology tree right here. Quantum Cortex Lab, and everything else here requires... everything is hidden. So we don't know, but I think it will be very expensive. First, I would like to get this alien flora cultivation to the maximum, because it feels like this is what we need, because that will allow us to get some passive income of this and that, and get the alien research level 5 as well. So yeah, even with all the power, with all the carbonium that we can get, we still hit the limit. So before venturing forward, my god, we actually used up most of this base space already. Unexpected as hell. Yeah, I would like to get even more storage. That will require carbonium as well. Even more storage for the materials, so we can store even more stuff for faster production later. We can sell this. We don't need this anymore, because yeah, those wind turbines are pretty much outdated. There we go. I've added a bit more storage, so now we can store more than 100k resources, which is good. So we can actually get some good deposits. I think we will need it later anyway, because I have a feeling that this is just the start of our next tier progression. But in order to properly utilize those technologies, we need to scout the plants, and we need to do that a lot. So yeah, we'll be busy doing that for a while, and I hope we will find the plants that will allow us to produce those rare resources here. Enemy attacks now are not scary at all. We have the wave, but the guys over there can't even reach us. There are a lot of enemies here, by the way. But yeah, with all our long range attacks, all our preparations we did before, we're good. Look at that. So cool. Yeah, they don't really stand a chance here. The only cool thing that they will drop some stuff for us that we can use. I wonder about those loot gatherers. Do they cost some specific expensive resources, or we can actually utilize them now? So now when we know that this is not the end and we are here for the long term, I would like to utilize everything we can to get the passive gains, sort of. Cobalt. It's not that much, and some energy. We just need to find a place to feed it. So now I want to get loot collectors on the areas where we get attacked, so they can harvest the resources from the enemies, from the defeated foes. So now wherever our base will be attacked, we should be able to collect most of the drops that enemy have. So I hope that will help us in the long term. Let's do the upgrades here and here. And I'm actually curious if they can grow in this cultivator something new, like new types of buildings, new types of resources. Because right now we're not getting any rhodonite here, but I think we could. How much rhodonite do we have in the inventory? Let's check. We have 16k, so it's not that much. Ferrodonite is low, so I'd love to get like source of all those rare resources. This is what we'll try to do today, to farm everything. So yeah, let's start with one of the areas. Let's see which resources do we have the least. I think it's palladium. So let's go to palladium area and try to establish passive mining area over here. And I won't bother you with all that stuff. So we'll just... Oh, we can't. We gotta wait till the end of the storm, I think. Because it says we're attacked, we're not. Let's go scout. So yeah, I'll just cut to the point where we will be able to build something and figure out if it works or not. Also, we had some enemies being stuck there, so we couldn't teleport. And now we're good. Obviously, we don't have any more palladium production because all the stuff that we had is exhausted. Let's equip ourselves with the bioscanner turret. We already did. Alright, we need to figure out what exactly do we... Oh my god, those mines, I forgot about them. But now when we move faster, it's not that much of an issue. Oh yeah, we can scan all that stuff. We have to scan all that stuff, because we need to figure out what exactly will give us palladium. That's a lot of various scientific results of scout. We can make several of those, right? So we're not forced to have only one of those. Look at that, we're scouting everything like crazy. My god, those explosions are painful as hell. I think we can remove mines by scanning the area, sort of. So let's see if something here produces palladium out of these things we've scanned. How do we know what exactly did we scan? I have no idea. This one produces palladium. Fungus globulus rosea. So, family rewards. Does it mean that we can farm them after that? So that will give us some palladium. If we will make farm of those, we'll be able to do that. This one produces cobalt, which is nice as well. I think it was in our base area, so we should be able to do that kind of stuff. We can have some hezonite, but hezonite, we have hezonite production from, I think, those things, actually. Yeah, this is so cool. So I'm not sure how this works. How exactly do we set up our, our farming here? We will do some experiments. So first of all, we don't have land here. We got the ground covered by other stuff. So I think we need to take more space now. We can get rid of the floor if we want to. So we can... Oh, there are enemies. Good luck with that, guys. Totally massacred. Oh, wow, purple. That's nice, thank you. So we can either build it inside of our walls, which is weird, because I think we could use this area for something more useful, or we can make the reservation somewhere here, because like we can wall off, let's say this area, and try to farm that stuff here and see how it will go. But I think it kind of depends on the area around as well, because here we got those red crystals instead. So we probably will have different results. We can use this area for cultivation since it's not being used for anything else. Oh, we need water. I think we can make water from sludge as well, right? Yeah. 200 sludge for 100 water. That's expensive. We are harvesting a lot of stuff. Titanium, rhodonite, hezonite from this area. So making those harvesting stations is really good here. Not what we expected, but we get more than that actually. Now we need to supply it with water to see if that will do something. So we get the planting up and running again. Some of those produce palladium as well, but I think this is like local fauna that was here before. So let's see if we can plant anything useful here that will actually give us those results. Oh, we can select what do we plant. As easy as that, and that will lead... Okay, that makes sense. So we can select the different plants and they will produce what we want. And right now we're planting the Florum viridis, which doesn't produce anything. In order to plant something like that, we need to unlock that. We can get titanium, we can get palladium, we can get uranium, so we can get everything. Let's plant those fungus that produces palladium for us. Makes sense, right? Okay, the enemies are attacking, I think. over there. I hope our base is good. Let's go. I'm a bit worried about this base, our boss, and how strong the enemies will be during the attack, because I don't want to lose this power source area. Yeah, this dude that resistant to all the damage again. I have no idea what's happening, if I even hit him or not. There we go. It's so hard to fight here because we actually used up all our space for construction, so things are harder now, but we managed to deal with him. Rocket launcher, the red one, the advanced one. All our defenses were destroyed. Good thing that we managed to get here. So cultivator is easier than I thought. Wow, that's a lot of enemies, to be honest. We just select what to farm and they will farm that. And then we can just collect it. As simple as that. So now we have Fungus Globulus. If we scout it more, let's check out the knowledge base. Fungus Globulus, Rosea, this one. If we scout it more, we will increase familiarity level. That will give us more resources. So it will be more efficient, as simple as that. So let's go and do that while the guys are fighting. Honestly, I would like to get the loot from this fight, like the mods maybe and stuff. So probably I don't want to go way too far. Look at that, I'm clicking buttons, but nothing is happening. This attack bug is annoying a bit. So yeah, we basically need to scan those things for those things over here. And that will allow us to get more production of palladium passively now, without any further investment from us, which I wanted all along. Now I know how to make this and I will use that for all the resources. I wonder how we can get water in the lava biome, because that area seems to be really not humid at all. We're getting some new species here as we travel through it. Okay, there is some dangerous colony here that we have to fight. Local threats and all. So we reached next level of familiarity that will increase our gains by a little bit. I don't think it's worth it to spend much time on it right now. So let's just go. Because I think right now the main thing for us is the fact that we can't grow anything else than this. Why we don't get palladium production though? Ironium, plant biomass, and that's it. We can get another one. So we're getting some palladium from it. Not much, but I guess as we will get more and more production, it will grow. Yeah, we have 0.2 palladium production, which is very tiny, but I don't think that there is any other better way to do that. And the fact that we can scale it, we can get the whole area over here. Let's do that and grow it. So I've decided that I want to secure this area for the farming. Now we need to secure it for real by creating the defensive structures and everything, and then we can make perimeter out of these things so yeast colonies won't really attack us. And we will see how much palladium we will get out of it. I hope that it will be worth it, but it's not necessarily the case. So the enemies are attacking, our walls are barely holding on, and we actually lost some towers here on the left. So this area took all the damage. Let's make a loot collector. Higher level loot collectors collect more loot, that's good. High range. Do they require any specific resources? Cobalt. Well, I'm okay with that. Oh shit, we have another area where we're being attacked. Where things are not as good because... Oh, what the hell is this? Because there are so many enemies. Oh, actually we're okay here. We're not that bad. We just lack some long-range weaponry to get rid of those snail attackers. But it's not that bad. It feels like we're still being attacked somewhere. So did we lose anything here? We did, but not much. So we should be okay. Okay, the defense here isn't really ready for that kind of attacks. It's like weak. And it's an outpost, so it's not the main defensive area anyway, so yeah. Okay, I like this loot collector, which is higher range. It's pretty cool. So the cool thing that we have this geothermal plant that will give us 200 water, which is a good start, and then we'll have to use the lakes. I actually secured the perimeter a bit, and now we can create the cultivators and stuff here, but they will require a lot of buildings that will help with their upkeep. So basically water production and all that stuff, which will be a bit annoying. So yeah, but we'll get there. And we will need so much water here. So I just hope that we will have enough resources for this. And like, while before that I would use this slime area for energy production, now we need something else, because if we get the energy, it won't really help us, because we will still need that palladium. And this is the only way to get it passively. I actually have no idea if we can grow it in other biomes, or we can do it only here. This is a good question, and depending on the answer, we might want to rethink it and build. I think we need this biome to grow palladium. I actually want to try it, because making water out of slimy water is a bit complicated. And by that I mean very complicated. I wonder if that will actually be worth it, because I really don't want to move every time and create new mines when we mine out like 20,000, 20,000 palladium. If we get passive income, it's so much easier after that. So let's try to make it work. Cultivators. Let's go. We'll start here. We will have to get rid of that iron. So yeah, this is the idea. We will support them with water. We will get 2 harvesting stations each. I think this is optimal combination. Wow, that's a lot of colorful circles. And let's get the power connections to the middle. Oh, they can be connected through that as well. That's cool. That will make things easier. Alright, so they started their job of collecting stuff. Let's take a look at the area. Palladium mining outpost. We get like 0 palladium now. Oh yeah, because we didn't order them to create palladium. So right, now we have enough water. We can actually make 2 times more, so 5 more of those buildings. And I really hope that it will pay off, because it feels so tiresome to do all that. What's the hotkey to copy building? B. I wonder if it will be copied with the recipe inside. Alright, we have some land here as well. So this one, then there is this one, and this one. I like how scary it looks when the enemy attacks. Like, warning, the enemy attack, warning, and I'm like, whatever. I'm actually curious if we'll be able to defend from that without paying too much attention. Outpost, not good. There's a boss coming up, but I think this area is properly protected. I don't remember if we actually have let's go. Oh yeah, we have level 2 walls here. Oh my god, that is such a disaster. Level 2 walls, we are not prepared for this fight. I'm glad that our towers are good enough to deal with that. Yeah, let's shoot everything we have. Max DPS, let's go. Done. That's good. We managed to get the plasma engine. Don't know what's that, but it's nice to have. And I think we're good. Let's get some repairs here. Like, with those long-range weaponry, we are okay. Oh god. The DPS of the weapons is so crazy. That shotgun is just cleansing everything. But whatever, let's go back. We are busy here. We have the goal that I forgot to check. No, we have the basic recipes, so we have to replace them every time. This is annoying. I think the chance to get palladium from those is pretty tiny, so we should be aiming at something like 2 palladium per second or something, which is not great, but at the same time, if it's a passive growth, why not? Do we need 2 harvesting stations, so 1 is enough? They cost a lot of energy. Whoa, we are negative energy right now because of all this. Some of those don't even work properly. I don't get it. Because we don't have enough sludge for those towers. Do we have enough water? Yeah. Maybe we need a bit more, but I'm not sure. For now, what I want to know is if this actually gives us any benefit, like what we did here. Palladium production. No. We're getting rhodonite, titanium. I think this is like what our harvesters are harvesting from the area by default. But we get no palladium from this. This is slow. Yeah, we need some more water.
Wind is getting slower.
Because this area is huge in terms of farming. So it should be more than enough. I kind of fancy this growing practice. It looks pretty cool. I just want it to be effective. Because right now, I'm not so sure about that. Alright, now we have enough water and sludge. So all those buildings are working at their max efficiency. Maybe we need to give them time to grow enough of that stuff. This looks gross. All those sounds. Let's get rid of some of the ground plating here. So was it worth it? I think not. It doesn't seem like we're getting what we need. Oh, we can actually use this area to get more knowledge on those plants. This is pretty cool. Well, we have 0.9 palladium production. It's better than nothing, but I was expecting from this size of production something like at least 1 or 2, but let's leave it at like that. It's okay for me right now, and I don't want to bother with it. The problem is we spent a lot of resources to construct the defenses and everything, so yeah. Let's try to go to the proper biome with water, which is like headquarters, I guess. Jungle biome, where we have plenty of water, in order to try to grow that stuff over there. Like, can we grow different biome plants in this biome in order to produce what we want? That will be interesting. It's either Cobalt Mining Outpost or headquarters. I think Cobalt Mining Outpost has way more space, so we can utilize that area. Okay, we don't have that much water here. We have some, but it's not crazy. Oh, my outpost is totally mined out. All right, let's sell all that stuff so we can save up the energy. So yeah, we can't grow anything anywhere. In jungle biome, we can't grow fungus, for example. We can't grow pyrum, but we can grow some specific stuff. For example, the one that produces us cobalt or hazenite, or well, there are two buildings that produce, two plants that produce hazenite, or maybe even tanzanite. So there are options. So we need specific farm and specific biomes. I wonder how we will handle that. Yeah, this one. In other biomes. So I think this is a legit way to get some production going passively. And I think it will be necessary, because going out every time, creating those goddamn production buildings everywhere all the time is very consuming. Time consuming, and honestly just makes me want to quit, because grinding all that is annoying. I like that we can just synthesize the basic resources. This is what I liked. And I want to do the same for everything else. But yeah, for now, let's get some harvester stations. This time we will add 1 to each building. I think it will be enough. Like tier 3 is strong enough to be 1 harvesting station per building. And we need 5 more of those. We can see right here that it works. We actually produce the resources steadily right now, at a pretty good rate as well. Let me check if we can see the ratio over here in Cobalt Mine Outpost. Yeah, 6.5 cobalt per second. This is so much more efficient than our other Palladium Mining Outpost, 2.9. Not that bad either. So I'd say this is a legit way to get passive production of the resources, especially if you're idling, doing nothing. They will add up. So you will be able to get more and more of that over time. Look at this, so many things growing. Insane. We have lack of energy though, this is bad. What did we use here for the energy production? I don't remember. I think we used power plants. Let's do the upgrades. Cobalt needed, alright. What's this? Power plants, I guess. Alright, there's a boss. And we are pretty sure not ready for this fight. Oh, actually the boss is dying, so it's not that bad. Good stuff that I've upgraded all the towers here, so that allows us to do what we want to do. And when the boss will die, things will get easier. The towers will be able to focus on the enemies, and yeah, all good, all good. We have the drones here. The drones are actually pretty fun. Look at that, they're just flying around and just doing damage to everything. So, pretty nice. The only drawback that some enemies that are tanky like those golems, they take drones fire and all other turrets fire basically. And instead of doing the damage, they attack the tanky targets. So that's why we need the balance of different types of weaponry in order to properly destroy everything fast. We got the grenade launcher, don't really need that. The only good advantage of grenade launcher over the rocket launcher is that it can be used through the walls, so we can stay in the base and throw that towards enemies who are pretty far away. But other than that, it's pretty useless. So yeah, what can I say? We have pretty steady production of cobalt now. And some palladium. Not that much, but it's like couple of mines that are working all the time, so that's good. We might enhance this stuff by, you know, making more of those. Do we use all the water? Yeah. We have a bit too many production buildings, but all good. And this is only from one pool, so we can make 3 of those. I'll do that right now. Because cobalt is really necessary for many types of buildings, and that will allow us to have a steady supply of it, so yeah. And as I've just learned, the cobalt is being used to create our cultivators as well and harvesters, so this is essential for our overall progression, and we don't have any left. So you can imagine that like going out and getting more of those mines over there might help, but this is a short-term stuff, so yeah. We could get some cobalt here. 200 and
Really
200
intense.
here. Wow, that's not that much. All right, we have issues. I'm fending off the attack, and it's... Well, the enemies are strong, let's put it like that. We barely survive here. I don't know if we will actually survive or not, because they are overwhelming the positions, and I didn't really manage to do the upgrade. So this wave is way too strong for our current base. I wanted to run away because I already created everything I needed, but it was too late. We will have to repair a lot. It feels like we are done here. Let's go there. Oh no, my power plant! No! This will cost so much to recover. Ah, well, this is a small one. That's not the full... Not the full power plant. Alright, that's just part of it. God damn it. So this is how much our defense evolved during that time. So before that we could easily defend it, but now, as you can see, we have issues. Everything is wrecked. We'll have to repair, but we should be okay. No really major damage. Over here, not so much. We lost a lot, but then again, it's nothing really unreversible, so we can rebuild. And since the towers are probably level 1, yeah, they are cheap as dirt. So we don't need to upgrade and spend premium resources for that. But for now, I think I will just leave this area, because we have... Let's wait for everything to be constructed and leave, because we've created everything we needed. This area now produces how much? I think about 15 cobalt per second, which is, I think, pretty good. So our cobalt reserves are going up. That's nice, without any additional mines. So pretty good. Yeah, I'll just wait for all those power plants and everything to complete, so we will get a positive energy here. Horrible.
We have to hunt them down in our base.
They can appear anywhere and wreck my base. And they decided to appear next to my power plants. Now this is expensive. If they will destroy those, that will cost us. But luckily, my spears are strong and we are good. Oh, Mr. Riggs, come on. It's alright, I think we can go, because the longer we stay, the more dangerous it is here for us. So now we have, let's check the map again. We have some steady supply of cobalt. 15, that's good enough. Palladium, 3, better than 0. We can agree on that, right? If we want more, we can venture out to get more. Titanium, not so much. We don't get any production going over there. Uranium, same stuff. So I think we need to go to those areas and establish our passive production of the resources over there as well. But at the same time, I want to scout the tanzanite and ferronite areas, because I need them for crafting of radar or something. Oh, we needed cobalt for this. We can do this now. Better. I don't know. I don't really need this now. But yeah, I need the ferronite. Actually, we get way more ferronite right now. After defending the attacks, we get the resources that are being stored here, so, you know, it's good enough. Hazanite is being produced at a slow rate. Everything else, I'm not sure that we can do that. But for the sake of science, let's go to each of those areas. There are 2 of those left, and see what we can get there. Or maybe, no, smart way. I'm just trying to be ahead of myself. First, we go to the uranium and titanium mining outpost and establish our farming areas over there. The problem with the titanium, there is no water. Like, we can't grow shit. We can't grow anything. Let's do this. Wait, I have an idea. We have our farming plant here that I had no idea how to properly use, so it still farms the same stuff. And let's see if we can farm titanium plants. Unavailable in this biome. Alright, we can. Herba regula. Is it the same? Okay. So we know that this one can be farmed in the desert to get the uranium. That's easy to get. Those additional resources here. Oh, we are planting something that doesn't give us anything. How do you like that? We can grow Hazenite or Tanzanite. Let's grow Tanzanite since we don't really do this anywhere else, so we'll get at least something out of it. But yeah, we can't really get any of that. Okay, so let's go get uranium going, because this is easy, right? We know that it will work. Not sure about the water. I guess we'll find out when we get there. We should remember one important thing. Upgrade our defenses. Because the enemy attacks now, they are way stronger than they were before. I don't know why. This should be scaled to the power production. But it seems that it's not the case. I think there are several multiplayers. Maybe campaign progress or something like that. I don't know. But there are several things. Alright, so that base is unnecessary for us right now. Let's just make sure that...
Base is under attack.
Oh yeah, really, straight away. Let's just make sure that everything here is in a good state and good to go. Because we will need that. Solar panels, wind panels, not so much. Upgrade this. So whatever we will decide to do, we will know that our base is secure. That will be good as it is by default. Like, that will make us safer. That costs, guess what? The resource that we just started farming, so yeah, that's a good thing that we decided to do that. Let's go take a look at this base. Do we have anything to salvage here? Not really. I think we harvested all the uranium that we had here. The only reason why we would like to keep those, if we would like to secure like this area for farming. But there is no water here, like totally no water, right? How do we cultivate things in the desert? Maybe we can't. Maybe we just have to deal with like what we want, what we have. Yeah, we really need water for the upkeep, and as far as I know, there is no water here. Let's go to the asteroid drop spot and maybe let's use this so we can get some cool loot out of it, and we can put those outposts to a good use. Oh shit, not good, not good. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not used to this keyboard, so because of that, I can get my ass kicked where I'm not supposed to get my ass kicked, basically. Oh god. Alright, I think we kind of survived. It's stuck again. Fuck it. This is so annoying. Why don't you use two spears? There we go, finally. They're doing so much damage, and oh my god, that was so annoying. He just locked me in, and I couldn't do anything about that. And it's flying around. This is that annoying flying enemy that was, like, haunting me all the time. Look at that. Can't do shit. Let's get our gun. Let me get my gun, please. Oh no, don't die. We need to be alive. Because dying right now with one school will cost us so much more. So yeah, the problem with this enemy that is just hiding behind everything, and we can't really do direct damage to it unless we go face to face. That was tough. I hope we'll get a good loot. What's this? Okay, all that, nice. So let's see what do we get from this tree. Very timely, right? I think the easiest way to get those resources is going into the area, setting up the mines, and leaving straight afterwards. Trident +3. This is good. This is actually pretty good, guys. Let's do some repairs while we can. And they will attack here mostly. So I gotta make sure that everything is upgraded. We need to sell this, I guess. What's our main... What the hell? Our main source of income. I'm not sure. So what can we make to make this defense easier? First of all, drones. They cost cobalt as well, but right now we already have 7k cobalt. This is how fast it gathers up while we're doing our own thing. We will build those elsewhere if we need to. Not here for sure. More healing towers. And we will definitely need more artillery. Alright, that should do the trick. So yeah, I have no idea what to do. Since we can't really grow anything here, there is no water. I think the only way for us to get other type of resources is going out and harvesting them. Okay, everything is upgraded, so I'm happy about that. We'll lack some repair towers here. I like how our defense strategy evolves over time. Right now we need 2 repair towers at least. Before that, we didn't need that much. Just use what you have. Oh yeah, look at that. That fella is suffering right there, and it's being destroyed. What the hell is wrong with the power?
An energy connector has been destroyed.
Got them power connectors. There we go. So good.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance. With all the rockets, artillery, shotguns and stuff, and narrow passage, and especially those electric rods. They do so much damage to them. They can't get close. Let's just wait. I wonder how we can grow those things. Oh, our base here is being wrecked. I want to protect it so I can sell it. So we won't lose all the resources. Come on, let me do the jump. Oh my god, the controls are so bad sometimes. Because yeah, I remember that building this costs us quite a lot of premium resources. And since we can't really get them anywhere else, actively, passively, I'd rather... Wow, that's a lot of familiarity bonuses. I'd rather just sell it all instead of keeping it, because I don't see any reason keeping it to myself. So we get cobalt, palladium, uranium and all that for this. Since we don't really need this base, it will be better to sell it. I still need to figure out if we get the full price of the buildings that we sell or not, but I guess we won't be able to learn it now. Let's just get rid of all this. I'm totally okay just overspending my carbonium and that kind of stuff, but not for premium resources. Anything we can upgrade here? Or our power sources? Not really. Those wind sources are pretty nice as well. They keep us up during the night.
Dense dust storm visible on the horizon.
So yeah, the plan failed. Let's visit Tanzanite and Ferdinite concentration to see what do we get there, because I've never been there, and we have a lot of storage, so we might actually need those resources. And I was thinking, where do we get that mega structure? Where do we build it? Because we need area with resin, and we never had that resource before. So probably we need area with a lot of water. Cool, that not really. We just need loads of resources. Locations on the minimap, I see nothing. Scout a location containing water. So maybe we need to research that area a bit more, because here they say water, and we have water, so there are oases. Nice.
Stunning.
We can actually use this area to grow tanzanite and uranium and all that, because this is pure water. This is so much better. Scout location containing underground tanzanite deposit. Scouting. Not like that. I just want to see if there is other area with water and stuff. It's south of here. Goddamn, golem die. They're so tough. So I will create an outpost here just in case, because if other area don't have water, and this is the only source of water we can get in the desert, we have to utilize that. I can't say no to this. So let's create an outpost, and I want the waypoint here. Why?
Too close to another
Oh, okay, get it. This red one looks sexy. I think explosive weapons are the best for this area. I just wish we could recover ammo faster. Oh wait, I just remember that we managed to acquire the better trident, so we can get rid of this one and drastically increase our DPS, I guess. So yeah, 632 DPS instead of 371. Double DPS, hit points gain on hit, and stun chance by default. And we actually sacrificed slots for the stun chance on this one, so we can get even higher damage now. Fire damage, let's get this one. I'm all for like overall damage sources. flat. I want them dying straight away. All right, that's like how much DPS? 1.1k DPS. Nice. I think we're supposed to be able to protect against that, defend, and don't take damage. Okay. I like where it's going. All right, so our goal is to get water from here to here. That's crazy. Nukes are so good. One shot in the golems. Can we get a better nuke maybe? If they are so good. There we go. Mini nuke launcher, blue. And I need the red one. Right now I have the blue one equipped and it's doing so much damage. Wow. All right, let's make a portal here, go back, and yeah, let's use all the water we can have here, because I think we'll have to do that, and then we'll have to defend as well, so that won't be easy, because we'll be growing a lot of stuff here, like basically everything we can grow. Oh, nice, we have one more. All right, let's see how much water it will give us. We're fully utilizing this small oasis lake, and it gives us... Oh, it's mud, it's not water. I was hoping we'll get the water straight away. 1.2k, but we can convert it to water. 1.2k water is actually not that bad. It's not fantastic, but it's okay-ish. Okay, we need some defenses here. I think we will be able, like, I think we'll be attacked here, so it won't be that easy. We can leave it like that for now without spending extra resources, and if we will be attacked, then we will create the defenses. Since I'm not leaving this area anyway, because water means we can grow something. So yeah, we will be taking damage here, unless we'll make the stable ground. The good thing that we already have like 19k of cobalt. So cobalt is really easy to get once you get that thing going. Let's go left. I thought this one will survive, but no, all dead. I can't even imagine how we can make this pipe and protect it as well, like properly protect it, because there are enemies everywhere, and I think they do respawn. But yeah, in any case, the pipe is here, but we still need to sort of convert the water, the dirt into the water. So now we need to power it up somehow, which will not be easy either, because we are in the middle of the desert, and the water is very pricey, so we can't really use it for cooling. So I think we'll have to use this. Let's scout this area. I want to see what's around us. Not much. We can use this area to build power, solar panels and storage things for power, but first we need to get rid of this guy. So energy storage. Since this is pure carbonium, for me, it's basically free. Now the wind turbines and some solar panels. Cultivators, right? Let's see. I hope we won't have to protect it, because I'm not ready for that. For now, I will place only 2 of those to see how it will go. Oh, there are so many more plants here that we can plant. But I know what I want. Those things for the uranium. For now, we want some sort of cactuses. Do they grow cacti? Here, yes. On the south, no. Defend pipeline and the cultivator. So this is the hard part, because we have too much space that we need to defend. And well, I don't think that we have that much money or energy to make proper defenses. Let's try to do something about it, but oh god. They're coming in numbers. Honestly, the walls are doing a really good job by defending against those normal creatures. Let's secure this area. I'm not sure if we will be under attack later or not, but I don't want to figure it out the hard way, so whatever. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. We have 1 million energy being stored, and the enemies are coming from the north now, so this area will be under attack. Let's try to defend it with our own powers, without towers. They don't really care about me, they just want to destroy my buildings. We can tell that we actually survived. This is considered to be a victory in my book. We need power here as well. So I guess we need to defend both positions. So we found some ground, we have some water. Actually, that's not water, that's dirty water. We have 1000 water that we can use in order to grow plants. So the problem is the ground is very limited. Like the plants don't grow on these quicksands. We have ground on the left which can be used, and there is plenty of that, so we can kind of wall off out to this area and use all this. And the cool thing, like this one, easy to access. Bam. Rocket launchers, sweet. We will stay here because we have some goals of our own here. Yeah, it's taking a while because we gotta clear out all those guys. Then after that we'll have to clear out the huge purple invasion from this plant, so I'm not sure if we're ready for that right now. Actually we can create some towers here to help with that. Like a small combat outpost. That will be really nice to have once the things get serious. Let's get the rocket launchers as well. There we go, and some wall off. Alright, the base is under attack on the north. I've set up some defenses here and there, and I'm curious if they are enough. It feels like they are enough because the enemy waves are weak here. They're not like crazy ass destroying things. Alright, we have this small outpost here that will allow us to have way significantly easier clearing because it's tiny but helpful. Can we do this before we'll get our ass kicked? 1, 0. Yeah, nice. Who's this? Oh, this one is tanky. They're so strong and evil. But once we deal with the boss, things will get easier. Oh, we have guys inside of our walls being spawned and ruining more important things like the base, where I forgot to put the defenses and shit. Well, at least we managed to protect the base, more or less. There are not many things that are expensive, so it's not that bad. Even if we would lose, we would be okay. But yeah, I hope that they won't spawn there. And I was hoping that our weaponry will be enough for this. But yeah, we cleared everyone out. That wasn't that bad. Fireproof armor. This is bad. Not high quality one. We can sell this now. I was curious, and let's check. Selling weapons, like rocket launcher for example, give us 110 titanium. Do we get the full price back or not? Building one yeah, we get the full price back. That's nice. So if we don't get our towers destroyed, we don't lose anything. This is cool. So yeah, we will secure our position here because we can put the towers here. Not the flamer tower. The enemy's coming from the south. We're good. All right, so this area is secure on the right. And blue light. We had the red light before. It was kind of dangerous event. We had some enemies being agitated and that kind of stuff. The blue one seems to be calming one. It shouldn't cause any distress, I think. Looks cool. That's for sure. And I think those events are only in those secondary missions. I haven't seen those in the main missions before. So I'm curious if that's the case. Shotgun towers. Let's get the plasma. And Spitter. Alright, that should be enough for now. I'm not sure if we need the full defensive capabilities here. Let's add a couple of the artillery ones and maybe some bomb movers. And now we can use all this area to cultivate the resources. Even if it's narrow, it will still be
Blue moon is over.
Pretty dope. Oh really? I thought you wanted to research the fauna and crap. But now you became the Riftbreaker because of the sites. Okay, if you say so, miss. I'm so curious if we get the Oasis in our nuclear base. Or it's just unique to this area. Let's select the green crystals. I'm not sure which one is better. So I'll go with the dark green ones. We can get so many more of those production buildings here. And we are running out of space already. Okay, the enemy's attacking north, we're good. We might need more power production and power storage later, because that thing, production facilities, they consume a lot. Ooh, we can research the red nuclear missile. I like that. Let's check how our current Tanzanite outpost, it's making 4.3 uranium. And it's a clean uranium, not the crude one. So we can get this number to something like 5 or maybe even 6, depends. Oh, look at that! I found a cave! This is the first time ever I
Solar
found a
radiation
cave.
is getting back to normal.
So there is an entrance, and we can get inside, and there is a cave. Nice. Cool. Okay, if we'll go up here... Oh yeah, we have plenty of space here to grow as well, so we might use that as well. How many more we need to make? 4 more. So, we can make a bit more of those, but I think we are good right now, because overall, our gains in uranium over here are 7.9. I think that's good enough for something that we just made out of one oasis. So the last location is further night concentration, the lava area. So let's go and take a look. What the hell happened? We created the black hole. This is the first time ever I managed to destroy this area that locks our wow. Okay, so we can scout all those things, and I think once we scan enough of those elements that prevents us from building, we'll be able to somehow mitigate them, because I think they can be like that. Our goal is to find the furtherite. All right, I got fancy biology now because that allows us to farm the resources. So I'm actively scanning everything just to learn maybe something. We got Polish.
Are you breaking down from the heat?
That was hilarious. So our bot decided to speak Polish out of nowhere. Alright, finally we get the rich area. Let's go, let's go. My god, it's so hard to use melee weapons here because everything we hit sort of deflects for us, so... Although, even deflected hits do some damage. Because we got spears with various properties, and those properties actually work, so... Are we getting close? I wonder if we can kind of grow those crystals now. This is hard. I think this is one of the reasons why I don't like this biome, because of those deflective enemies that don't like my attacks. We got the new research, so we can get a red nuke now. Solid state ionization. That will give us more plasma from palladium. I don't like that. Magnetic stabilizers. Stabilize the big rift portal with alien-based tech. More advanced than the standard version, does not need cooling. So we could use this, but this is like... We only use 4 of those for the mission, and that's it. We never used them before, so... and afterwards. It feels weird. So I don't know if that's useful or not for me. We will just ignore it for now. And everything else we can get here... Fusion core. I don't know what does it do. Is it expensive? No, it just costs iron. So let's get it. Gravity grenade. Let's get it as well. Teleport. Pretty expensive. Yeah, that will be like something, another shift move. And I don't think it will be good, so screw that. So for now, I think we're good with the research. Any weapons that we can get? We get main weapons already, that I like. Oh, we can make better grenades, I want that. Because I use them often. Anything else? Not yet. Normal research. We can get better liquid compression, fusion energy next year, base shielding next year. So we get the most of the stuff here. Automated resource gathering level 3. Cobalt. Yeah, let's get it. We have cobalt. Plasma towers, palladium. We have palladium automatic production as well, so we can afford that. Maybe that's enough for now. Alright, let's take everyone out here. Cocoon nest, okay.
Makes things more complicated.
So we have to fight a bit, right? And this dude doesn't care.
Technology has been developed. New blueprints are
What about the
available for
nukes?
crafting.
Come on. I can't see my mouse. There is no mouse. Okay, I think it resists nukes as well. Oh my god, I take so much damage. Let's use normal weaponry. We need healing. God damn it. Yeah, normal weapons work against this boss, but the problem is the lack of ways to avoid it, and it's doing pretty decent damage with his flies. Like, those enemies that use drones are scary. Like, you can't avoid that, and they are all over you, and basically you don't know what kills you, you just die at some point. Alright, so we need to get to another side of this river, right? We got our weapon back. So yeah, cocoon. Let's clear the rest of the enemies first. that are all around us. And honestly, like, it feels that we don't really recover our ammo fast enough. So fighting this thing right now will be troublesome. Alright, did we recover some ammo? Yeah, some, not all. Let's try opening up with this. I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid this. God damn it. So hard to fight those guys. We need healing. So before we will engage it again, I need to heal up. At least there are no mines on the ground, like in this desert area, acid area. I think it was acid one. I think we need to hit it with our spear and melee weapons. It will do better. Oh, it's resistant on somewhat. There we go, we survived. Somewhat. Because I think it's resistant because our spear and other weapons have other types of... No, those guys, the normal ones, they're not resistant. I have no idea why. So how much Ferdinite we will get? I don't know. Hard to tell. Well, we managed to get some Ferdinite. 10k, that's not that much. We could get way more by just defending our bases and harvesting the resources. So I would say this run wasn't worth it. I'm still curious if we can somehow get resources growing here. So instead of just, you know, instead of trying to harvest them, we can try to grow them as we did with the rest of the stuff. But I don't think it will work. So many enemies everywhere. So unless we can somehow convert lava into the water, which is pretty much impossible, we don't have an option. Wow, that's a lot of fire rate. Alright, I think we're done here, so we can leave. Not many useful things. So now we have either the colony or our main base. I think we gotta go to the main base now. There is no permanent outpost in this area, we don't need one, this area sucks. So first of all, the size of the megastructure. It is huge, and it has multiple options how to get that super plasma in. I'm wondering where we can build it. Like, there is no point going anywhere else. This area works well for us. We have plenty of water here that we never use, so we shouldn't have problem with cooling our nuclear power plants, so we can use this water for that, like we did over here. And the only question of producing that amount of plasma, advanced plasma, is, well, are the resources that we use to produce that. As simple as that. And we can do that, no problem. The question on building this crap is, what are we producing here even? What are we growing? Is where do we want to place that? Because, oh, we have the new plant that we can grow here. Instead of this thing with the tanzanite, which we already grow somewhere else, let's grow ferdinite. So we can grow it in this biome now. That's interesting. So we should have pretty steady supply of most things other than titanium. Honestly, we have everything else being produced by different areas other than titanium. So palladium mining outpost gives us 3 palladium per second. We can kind of work on that to make it higher. Titanium outpost does nothing. Lava, we can do that. Acidic yeast colony research. Why are we here? We used it to get access to the area, so we can abandon this area if we want to. So we don't really need it. Uranium mining outpost produces, well, nothing for us because we haven't found lake over there. But tanzanite concentration mission that we actually did randomly gives us tanzanite and uranium in a really good amount. So yeah, hazanite is being produced here. Maybe we can actually fortify the production here if we want to, but I don't care. And cobalt mining outpost gives us 15 cobalt from the farming as well. So farming really works well for the resource production. We can build one more laboratory. So let's do that. Oh yeah, that one will be sort of dangerous. That will boost our research speed and upgrade all those. Wow, that costs so much carbonium. We used all our 100k carbonium on this. That's crazy expensive. So yeah, what I think is we will actually construct it here somewhere. Our defense here is solid, so there is no point working on that area. If we will need a lot of coolant, we can use this area. And we can remove this farming area at the bottom over here and make it energy production area, for example. Yeah, that will work. In order to get a lab. The lab won't really fit here. It's huge. So I think we'll have to take over more land. Maybe we can feed it somewhere else. Like here, for example. Seems legit. Because I really don't feel like expanding at this point because it takes so much time. But yeah, I think we will have to remove the growth here and get rid of everything over here, use it to produce some more energy. How many power plants we will need? Plasma convert. We need level 3 technology first of all, because level 1 and level 2 is not enough. So it's here and it costs more carbonium, but we can do that. So basically we will have 200 plasma per fusion power plant, and we can get 75 super plasma for each converter. They will cost quite a lot of palladium, which is bad because we don't have that much palladium, and this thing costs loads of palladium as well, so we will have issues creating that. But if we'll go with the lower, wait, do we actually need higher level of those plasma converters? Sort of. If we want to save on plasma, that will be the thing, because the higher level ones, they consume more energy, but they sort of produce double the super plasma. In terms of the palladium cost though, the price is getting way too steep. What about those power plants? We will either have to go really heavy on power plants to get enough plasma. Yeah, we need higher tier ones. This one is too hard to pull off, so that won't do like that. Look at that, we have 237 and 250 iron and carbon production. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there is no really easy way how you can get that plasma. I haven't found any easier way, and we will just need water and get the resources. So there is no point building it anywhere else. We have this area, which is huge for production, and we can take over this area to this lake if we want to. So we can convert that, or we can take over like the north, because we can. We can take out this area and like wall off over here, because this area is pretty much ours anyway. So there is a lot of space that we can use. So let's start by selling those things because they take space, and we need to start getting the water. So let's start by pumping up the water. I wonder how much of that dirty water we will get out of this lake. Can we make 2 of those here? No. We've created plenty of pumps. I'm actually curious how much we will get out of it. And this is the only way how we can deal with that. Mega structures, right? Okay, good enough. So we get 2.4k. I want one more for the even numbers. Can we fit one more somewhere? So it will be 2.5k instead. There we go. So that's 2.5k, 2.6k energy. That's good. And that means that we can create 25 fusion power plants. That's a bit too much, but we have resources. And in order to get 1000 of that highly condensed plasma, we need either 20 of those if we use level 2 ones. Jesus. So we need about 20 of those. Maybe 15. We will get 75 later. But things get pretty expensive in terms of palladium, so yeah, this won't be fast and that won't be easy. I guess we'll get some of this area and some of other area and then kind of connect them together. I don't know. They take a lot of space as well, so I'm not sure that they will fit here. I'm curious if that will actually work out. But we'll get to that later. For now, I think we just started the planning. We did a really great job to supply us with the basic resources. Now we have everything being produced, and we started with like 0, how is it called? The blue stone, I forgot the name. And now we have all of those, other than the titanium, being automatically produced. I think there is a way to produce titanium as well. I just don't know how. I will find the way to do that later. For now, we are in a really good shape. The enemy attack is coming and we have to protect against it, and we are good. I'm actually curious to see how it will play out. Last time the enemies attacked from this side, they were wrecked. Also, while we're here in this area, we have the drones that catch enemies, cobalt, right, that catch enemy loot. So we're able to actually get something from protecting our base. So there is that as well. Missiles are flying up. Let's repair stuff. We forgot about the shielding, right? Now when the pipes are repaired, things are back to normal. The boss is here. The boss don't like me. It's already putting me in the constraints as well. Again, this one is armored, so it will take a while to take it out. Let's do this. Help it a little bit to die. But it seems that they don't stand a chance. They don't get close enough. They don't have enough units, enough numbers in order to fight us. And it's taking pretty decent damage already. The enemies on the left, they can't even get close to us. Our drones are already harvesting resources. We're getting everything here. Titanium, Hazenite, Rhodonite, all that kind of stuff. The boss decided to teleport away, but something, I'm not sure what exactly, is doing pretty decent damage to it. The drones are good as well. They're flying there and doing what they can to do damage. And there we go, the boss is down. So we can move forward with fighting. On the left, the enemies are getting closer to the entrance, but it doesn't really help them as well, because our weapons are everywhere. Yeah. Waves are easy. After what we had to endure, this is nothing. We also get pretty good amount of all the resources from those fights. Uranium, all that stuff. Something is missing. Oh, we can upgrade it again to get even more loot, or to get it even faster. Look at that, the purple mod. I like those. Some enemies were destroyed so far away from the base that we can't even reach them. Anyway, we managed to protect our base, and for now, that will be it, guys, because it took me 4 hours to do that, and I'm extremely exhausted. I think for you it will be way faster, but now we know how to get passive resource income. We can scale it, we can make bigger bases, more growings, and that will give us resources that we need without needing for us to go out and harvest them, because those will have to be repeated after 10-20k when the node is done. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode down below in the comments. I'm actually pretty happy that the game isn't over yet. I'm curious to see how mega structures are, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Check out the playlist with the rest of the episodes, and thank you very much for watching. It's been Stan Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.